Hello, my friends. You've probably noticed that the instructional design job market is pretty hot right now, and it seems like every day there are more instructional designers who are on the market trying to land good opportunities. So is all of this competition a bad thing, or can it actually help us succeed? Stay tuned and find out. Okay, so I think it's somewhat natural or easy for us to feel threatened or concerned or anxious when we sense competition, right? We feel like we're competing over a limited resource and only one of us is going to win. So that's what this video is kind of about, that feeling and how we can work through that feeling, because I've seen this come into play in the instructional design space. I saw a new instructional designer who was trying to land an ID role talk about this openly, and they said when they were on LinkedIn, they would see some other instructional designers share their wins, like talk about roles they've landed or show off some really nice looking portfolios. And this instructional designer who was seeing that, they were feeling a bit aggravated and upset and frustrated, and they even started to feel some negative feelings towards the people who are sharing these announcements, even though they felt like they should feel happy for them. So after reflecting on it and talking it through with some people in the community, they realized, yeah, these feelings aren't healthy. I should be happy for these people. I should help support the people around me to achieve their goals, and the people around me will help support me achieve my goals. It might not be my time right now. Maybe that role wasn't meant for me, but my time will come. So we're going to dive into that in this video. We're going to explore the scarcity mindset and the abundance mindset, and what both of those could kind of do to your psyche, as well as how you could kind of work towards an abundance mindset if you don't already have that fostered already. So hang in there with me and let's dive into it. Let's start with the scarcity mindset. So when you have a scarcity mindset, you view resources as limited, and you may think that if someone else wins, then you lose. So this is often referred to as like a zero-sum game. For every one winner, there are one or more losers. That's if you have the scarcity mindset. And when you have this mindset, you may view other people's success as a barrier to your own success. So again, if someone else is winning, then that's making it harder for you to win. So you can imagine if you have this scarcity mindset, and you're surrounded by a lot of other people who are trying to achieve the same goals as you, then when those people do achieve those goals, you're probably not going to be very happy because you view their success as a direct barrier to your own. And so when you see other people being successful or landing those roles that you may have wanted to land, again, naturally going to lead to some frustration and probably some pretty negative thoughts because you view them as getting more of the limited resources that are available. There is a better way though. You don't have to have those negative thoughts, and you can succeed regardless, or maybe even arguably more effectively with an abundance mindset, which we'll dive into next. So if you have the abundance mindset, you fully believe that there are enough resources and opportunities for everyone. Every person can win. It's not a zero-sum game. Again, we all can win. And other people's success is also your success. So people with an abundance mindset, when they see other people succeeding, they're happy for that person because they can imagine, oh yeah, that's the goal I'm trying to achieve. I can imagine how happy they must be because after all of this hard work or after this journey, they were able to land a role successfully. I'm going to get there next. I can share this happiness because I can imagine how that would feel. It may even go a step further, which we'll get to next, because a lot of the times people with an abundance mindset are more collaborative. So people with this mindset may help the people around them. And if someone that you're helping lands a role or lands one of these opportunities, you can share that success because you played a role in helping make it happen. So abundance mindset leads to a lot more positive emotions. People with an abundance mindset generally focus more on opportunities and how they can collaborate to achieve those opportunities instead of viewing people as competitors that should be avoided. So a way to foster that abundance mindset in this context would be to view the competitors as collaborators. So again, going forward with this example of new instructional designers, when you're surrounded by a lot of other people who are trying to land instructional design roles, again, it may be natural, especially if you have a scarcity mindset. And I don't think it's one or the other. I think everyone is kind of on a spectrum of scarcity and abundance, and it may depend on the day. It may depend on the situation. I did some research on this. There's not a ton, but again, I don't think it's just one or the other, but I think it is good for all of us to try to foster these abundance mindsets within ourselves. So as a new instructional designer, when you see a lot of other people around you trying to achieve the same goal, with the abundance mindset, you would be using what you learn along your journey to help the people around you achieve their goal too. So instead of worrying, oh, if I help them, they're going to take the job that I get, or they're going to make it harder for me to get work, it's flipping the script on that. And it's, if I'm helping the people around me, it is directly going to help me get more work because I'll learn more by helping people around me. I'm putting a lot of good energy and goodwill out into the world. So if I'm helping this, 10 different people along the same path I'm taking, maybe one of those people will pay that forward back to me when they're further along. Maybe next week, maybe in 10 years, maybe never, but it's just kind of like putting out that good energy, putting out that good karma, and trying to help the people around you. And that is, again, much, if not more effective, then definitely a much more like mentally positive path to success, because it is founded on collaborating instead of competing and making other people feel bad about themselves. It's about making other people feel good about themselves, all while helping everyone succeed. So thanks for hanging out till the end of this one. Again, these are some interesting topics, so feel free to do more research on them. But the main message here is, yeah, there are plenty of opportunities out there for everyone. Like, it's not like we're playing a lottery here trying to land ID roles. So if you're putting in the work and the time and the effort to prepare yourself to do well in the job market, someone else landing a role is not going to hurt you. Again, maybe it's a role you really, really wanted, but you didn't get it, and you see someone else who did. There will be more roles like that. Like, it may not be your time at that exact moment, but your time will come. So please don't feel anxious. Please don't feel threatened by competitors. And if we all just view ourselves as collaborators and we're all in this to help each other, I think we will all be doing just fine. So thanks for making it to the end, and I will see you in the next video.